Thank you for your viewership. Brinks TV, Reese TV, membership, YouTube, Wiley's World. I want to DJ like you, Marcellus, and I DJ'd yesterday, and it was killer. Golly, it's like riding a bike. You just don't forget. You just don't lose that muscle. So love for that. But right now, we got to bring in the star of the show. Yes, his name is Mikey, and I got all the fly juice. Nah, it's Mikey P. Close enough, damn it. Where's Mikey P at? Come on in here, man, and pound me with all
that dude.
This. Yo, Mikey P, what it do? Let me hear it.
Main course today, DeAndre Hopkins, still unsigned, okay? So what we want to do is we want to figure out where he's going, all right? I'm going to throw you the 5 teams that he said he'd love to play for the QBs there, okay?
Okay.
Josh Allen and the Bills, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, your boy, and then your love, Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Oh,
and then
man,
obviously there's been some rumors here and there of other teams, but I want to know where you think D-Hop's going, and can you believe that he's even available still?
Well, yeah, I can believe he's still available. I'll answer that second of all. First of all, do your damn homework. And it sounded like he didn't do any homework. He just showed up to the class the next day, teacher said, okay, where do you want to go? Top 5 places. He's like, let me just give you the top 5 quarterbacks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't take much research. What the hell he say? Say something that I'm like, oh, interesting. Really interesting. Last year's top 5 quarterbacks sound like that list. You could say some are better, Aaron Rodgers, blah, blah, blah. But last year, based on performance, that sound like the top 5. I think what's happening with DeAndre Hopkins is this. One, just getting up there a little bit in age always gives teams a little reservation. Some of the injury concerns, some of the, let's be real, steroid contribution. Want to know how much DeAndre Hopkins is left that is not going to be injured and needing whatever he was taking. That's simple as that. Now, I hate this guessing game that we have to play, and we played it in baseball before. When did Barry Bonds really take it? You know, with Mark McGwire, we kind of say pretty early, right? Sammy Sosa, people say a little after that, but pretty early. But when then Barry Bonds, we were like, he was clean for most of the time, and then them dudes just kept killing it, and he was like, funk it, I join him. With DeAndre Hopkins, it makes you wonder, like, was he always doing something? Or did he recently just do something, get caught? And at his age and some of the injuries, will he return to form? So I think you mix all of that up, especially at a position where you can just go find some young 21, 22-year-old kid who's just fast and skinny and wiry, who will say, yes, coach, no, coach, and play for the cheap. Like, can you throw that kid the ball versus a top-level future Hall of Famer named DeAndre Hopkins, who you don't know necessarily how much has left in the tank?
My thing is this, though, Marcellus. Odell Beckham Jr. just got $18 million for 1 year. If money's the concern and you're comparing the two side by side, I'm taking D-Hop at a similar price tag as that right there. Like, $18 million for D-Hop sounds fair when you compare the two.
Oh, absolutely. It's not that type of comparison because D-Hop wouldn't take a 1 year, $18 million deal, right? So you got to see when these things are happening. It's so funny because we always time shift. So now we know Beckham got signed. So in the present, you're supposed to compare those two. Well, DeAndre's not signed. So the only comparison is, would you take a 1 year, 18? Nah. Because he thinks he's more than that. And he knows he's more than that, right? So he's probably sitting back waiting on a 3-year deal, probably wants a 5-year, but will take a 3-year deal. But teams are not stupid. In any negotiation, your first thought has to be, what is their move, right? You got to always think in a counter in a negotiation. So they're like, dawg, I ain't going to offer you what you want, D-Hop. So Beckham is sitting there like, oh, you don't want a 1 year, 18, D-Hop? Hey, Baltimore, come here. I'll take that. I'll take that to prove myself again. So I just think it's not about worth and value in that moment. It's just about who's going to take what I'm offering. And right now, he wants more than what these teams are offering. And the teams are smart for not offering him full value because he doesn't have that type of leverage like he did a few years ago.
So where do you want to see him end up? You personally. Best fit, or where would you like to see him? Because he gave some good teams there.
Yeah, but that was corny. Like I don't like when guys don't give me like a wild card. Like, oh man, let me know that it is something that customized and fits you. You just tell me the best 5 quarterbacks last year. I want to go there. Duh. Who doesn't want to go there at the receiver position? I like Cleveland. Reunited with Deshaun Watson. That would be dope because Deshaun needs him. Deshaun looked a mess as expected coming off of that layoff. He looked a mess last year. And look, DeAndre's not at his brightest with his star right now either. So I think both of those guys can serve each other well. And the nonverbal, unspoken language of football, which we call chemistry, those two just connected. I would love to see that again.
All right. Next up, we love to have fun here at Wiley's World, but the NCAA apparently does not enjoy fun. All right. So I know this is baseball, but this is interesting. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Indiana's, I know. Indiana's Tyler Cerny was suspended for violating the NCAA celebration rules against Kentucky. And that means he is missing the regional championship game because of this. Okay.
What do you do?
Is this the most ridiculous thing that you've ever heard? Or is he deserving of this suspension because he brought on a celebratory prop on the field? The rule states that you cannot bring things onto the field of play.
What did he bring,
remain in the dugout.
What did he bring,
He brought like a chain with his team logo on it. It's not even like this big. Okay.
Oh, like the
so
Miami,
he ran on the field after a home
chain?
Run. Yeah. He ran on the field after a homer with that chain. And he's suspended for the championship game.
Oh man, corny. Look, I am a rule stickler, so don't let none of this coolness, don't let none of my frame, don't let none of me fool you. I am a rule stickler. I am my daddy's son. So if there was a rule in place and your ass either knew it or ignorant to it, which is no excuse, you have to abide by it. If you don't like the rule, change the damn rule before you violate the damn rule. So sorry, brother, they tell you not to do that. It reminds me of how when the players, remember when they changed the target area because they were reacting to the CTE and concussions and all that. So then they were like, you can't hit guys in the head and defenseless players. And then it seemed like every player, oh man, where am I supposed to hit him then? If I can't hit him up here. I was like, the torso is bigger. But man, I've been trained since Pop Warner to hit him anywhere now. Where should I hit him? I said, find their asses and they gonna find a way to hit them where they supposed to hit them. And do you know, in about 3 weeks, a couple cats went out there and violated, then the rest got in line because they realized, they ain't playing with the rules. Rules are there for a reason. So as much as baseball tries to protect its history, it wants to be the prestigious sport. So they gotta have tradition. And I get that's baseball's niche. So I'm not gonna be mad at baseball because I don't agree with the rule. I just wouldn't be playing baseball. Or I'll be like him, violating the rule and then sitting out. But you can't violate the rule and then get mad at the rule and then be pissed off that you can't play. That's silly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on the rule stickler part. I'm the same way. But damn, loosen up a little bit. Like, this is why nobody cares about baseball, including you.
Whoa.
Right?
Well, that sounded real elitist.
It's boring the shit out of people.
Either that's elitist, either that's regional, or that's just household. That's just the Palantes. I used to think that same way. Baseball, dog. There's a reason why those dudes get those $300-400 million deals, because people are interested in baseball. Put it this way. Go to the Caribbean. Go to the Dominican Republic. Go to Cuba. Go anywhere. Puerto Rico. Don't look them people in the eye and say, oh, y'all don't like baseball. They love baseball. We are so elitist out here. Football is king. One of my good friends is from England. And every time we connect, and it was twice this weekend, we laugh at how here football is king. And where he's from, football is king. And he's like, dog. And he's laughing at, like, as big as we think American football is, he's like, man, stop playing. Y'all are peanuts to what we are over there. And to his point, we really are. So I'm not even with the whole slander of baseball. No one cares. I can say baseball's boring, but no one cares. Shoot, there's a lot of cats out there loving some baseball.
Yeah, I'm gonna love it either way, personally. But just saying what the people are saying, that's my job.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. You're right.
Last
You
up.
got one more?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What you got?
Air-conditioned football helmets are a thing. All right.
Oh,
LSU
I need that
football
right now.
was trying them on. I want to know your take on this, man. And boy, where was this when you were playing?
Hell yeah, I needed all of that. Oh man, it's crazy. Let me tell you one of my hottest day football stories. I got two. All right, one is when we went to Miami, and I was playing for the Buffalo Bills at the time. So our coach was Phillips. And it was one of those dual practices, joint practices, you go against each other, which I always hated because it wasn't a game. So you're like, I'm not going 100%, but it ain't practice. I ain't going 50%. And I don't know them dudes like that. So they may be trying to make the team. I'm the man. Here they come trying to kill me. And it's Miami. So I'm already not focused, coach. I came down here with other motivations. It's a practice. I'm single. Miami loves me back. So I was like, man. And then I remember when we got there, one practice, Wade Phillips, one of the best coaches ever. I'm just trying to tell y'all, dog. This dude is the coolest. Wade Phillips, when the bus stopped, you know how you get on the bus and you stop, and then it shifts back and forth and it rocks. And then the bus driver opened the door. And everybody started getting up because it was time to go to practice. Wade said, hey, close that door, sit down. He said, all right, guys. He looked at his watch, and I guess it was like 8:54. And practice started at 9. He said, hey, guys, it's hot as hell out there. We got like 6 minutes. Y'all just sit down and chill. Not a single soul got off the bus to 9:00. I said, Wade is gangster. He didn't want us to warm up or nothing. He said, just get there when you got to be there. So that was funny. My other story was when I was in Dallas, and we had 2 consecutive days of 137 degrees heat index. So that was the first time I really knew and felt what heat index. I knew what it meant as a term, but I felt it. They always say in Texas you can fry eggs on the sidewalk. No, I was like, no, you can't. Yeah, you can. Dog. And we had practice. Bill Parcells. So Bill Parcells and Wade Phillips, Crip and Blood. They're opposites, right? So Bill's looking outside, and I'm not lying to y'all, dog. You could see the heat waves. Like when we were looking outside, you just saw heat. Like on the movies, you see it, like the Wild Wild West. I'm not lying. I'm like, I ain't going out there. I was like, hell no. I go from this color to this color real quick, right? I was like, I ain't going out there, smoke me out. And then Bill Parcells looking at everybody just for their reactions. He ain't even say nothing. He just sitting at the door just looking. He was like, that way, And we just like, what? Had to go out there and practice twice in those insane conditions. So obviously some air conditioning helmets would have helped us out, but I'm too old, man. My birth certificate, it ain't doing me any favors, brother.
Damn, Big Tuna was cooking out there. That's well done, Tuna.
Hell yeah, it was big ass. Tuna about 6'4", 272. He a big dude. So, oh man, he was out there smoking, Mikey. I appreciate you, brother. That was love today.
Yes, sir.
We'll do it again tomorrow, man. I love it.
Sure.